Oh my god, she's a weirdo.
Hello, this is editing me. I don't know why I'm not facing the camera. I'm actually facing the microphone. So apologies for the fact I'm not actually looking directly at the screen. In my defense, the glasses were very dark and I couldn't see much. So let's go with that excuse, shall we? Hello, 'tis I, Fat Cow. Firstly, I apologise for the lack of effort. I have a hospital appointment later, and the majority of you will understand that if you have an appointment later, it means you cannot function as a human being for the entirety of the day because the appointment's always there in the back of your mind. Anyway, it's still more of an effort than foodie. So there's that. Talking of which, in the last well, not the last, the last live, somebody made a comment, "Why are you still in Syria?" To which Foodie says, "I haven't found a place yet." So Foodie doesn't intend to travel until she definitely has an apartment. Is that what she is implying? Foodie doesn't intend to travel at all. It's becoming increasingly more obvious as we go along that this entire thing was a story to create more views, to get some talk going, to get some excitement going, and most importantly, to try and raise $10,000. $10,000 for what, you might ask? Now, Foodie seems to have a bit of a pickle up her arse. Not Salah's, though, because it wouldn't reach. About this alleged $9,000 that she had to hand over to Salah when she first went to Kuwait. And she's claiming that this $9,000 was because she needed access to her own money while she was there. $9,000 is a very peculiar amount to decide that you need access to in the absence of having a bank account. It's a very specific number. It doesn't seem to imply a particular item you wish or calculations for 3 months. I think she thought she was going to go for. So we talking about $3,000 a month was her budget for Canada. I mean, how much did she think she was going to eat? It's not like that was her budget in Canada for food. But anyway, I digress. $9,000 when she first went to Kuwait, and $10,000 now, exactly 3 years later, which could easily be accountable for 9,000 additional dollars to Salah and 1,000 for her to buy food to eat beyond what Salah is prepared to get for her. A lot of people have said that this seems like a 3 year arrangement, and I've always said it was an arrangement. I didn't necessarily state it had an expiration date where things would be reviewed and renewed, possibly. But I've always maintained this is a romance scam, and I find it just a bit peculiar that the amount that Foodie is currently trying to raise is a very similar amount to what she was allegedly gave Salah when they first met. It's just a thought, but again, I don't think Foodie is going to travel. I think she had no intention of travelling. I think this current succession of feeling unwell stories is leading up to the I'm not fit enough to travel. Now, while I think Foodie does want to go to Canada for this gluttonous season, I think she's very aware that if she did go to Canada, two things would happen while she was there for her vacation, not to live, vacation. One is that Salah's family would put a lot of pressure on him in her absence to acquire a more befitting individual to help him with his household. And two, she would eat herself to the point that she legitimately wouldn't be able to travel and she'd be stuck in Canada and have no access to Salah at all. And she wants to maintain, or she wants the opportunity to convince Salah that maybe they should give it another go, possibly. As Foodie once confidently said, I've just got to get into his house. Well, now the case is, I've just got to make sure I don't leave his house, implying that she can bully her way back into his heart if she ever was there, or can at least strong arm him into continuing this financial arrangement she has going on. Secondly, she has removed the video that she uploaded. The video where nobody can understand that she even decided and thought it was a good idea to discuss the things she discussed. The thing is, Foodie wouldn't care if that video stayed up. She likes grossing people out. She likes being shocking. And she knows it's generated a very large conversation within the community. There's no benefit for Foodie to remove it, and she literally doesn't care anyway. So it must be removed upon Salah's insistence. Obviously, it brought great shame to him and his family, which we understand. I mean, if it was my spouse who had uploaded that kind of thing, I'd definitely feel a certain kind of way. But why is Salah bothered if they're no longer together? Why is Salah bothered if she's leaving? Is it just him exerting power? Is it because it has brought shame and embarrassment on him, and it portrays him as an individual who can't control his wife? And apart from the logistics that if they weren't married, they couldn't physically live together, why are they still married, actually, if the relationship is so dead and finished? Everything indicates that Foodie isn't leaving. Everything points to that. And some people who have donated will expect their money back, and they won't get it at all. But the bigger donors, the people who gave larger amounts of money, are so brainwashed that I don't think it would even enter their head to ask for the money back, because in their eyes, Foodie cannot do wrong, which is a very alien concept to me, at least, but still. Anyway, short video, minimal effort, still a million times more effort than Foodie does. Thank you for your patience, and I will see you tomorrow.